It's time.
Yeah. I normally I just kind of sit here in stillness as I'm waiting for everything to fire up. But I was buying energy. I was buying energy to to do dailies and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why you heard it, and I didn't bother to hit the little desktop mute button right there. But hey, good day, good afternoon, hello, and welcome to SFS Gaming, where we are streaming for Sammy. I'm Buck. Um, I don't know how much you guys paid attention to the description, but we're going to be doing some dailies today, obviously. We're waiting for TW to kick off, but there is a surprise. The surprise can come at any time. It's kind of going to depend on when you guys want to see the surprise or not. And also, we're hoping that we get, we didn't get any Balin kit reveal, nothing yesterday. So that's kind of odd considering they gave us a puzzle over the weekend. So maybe that'll come today. And for whatever reason, they weren't worried about doing it yesterday. But if you want to see the surprise right now, we can do the surprise right now, or we can do it after I'm done with dailies here. Kind of up to you guys. I'll let you guys think about it. But after dailies. Okay, well, dailies don't take super long. All right. Well, I mean, the puzzles never have. That's the weird thing. The these guys that are cracking the puzzles are they're on it. They're on it. I think there's been one that stumped them for longer than the weekend, and it might have been one of the first ones, and then they kind of figured out the patterns or whatever. Um, so I don't know, but I mean, typically you solve the puzzle over the weekend, they give you the kit reveal. So maybe that's not coming till next week instead, and they were just like, oh, we got a poll going. Surprise now or later. Well, while you guys are conducting that, I'm just going to hammer this stuff out real fast because, one way or another. Before TW starts, I want to reveal what I worked on yesterday. What's up, Batman? What's up, Batman? Batman. He's Batman. What's your news, Grax? Other than apparently we aren't doing TW today on in our guild. Well, I mean, it's that's one of those things. It's a good and it's a bad thing. And at least when it's done, it's done. You won't have to worry about it again after that. But man, yeah, that's one of those. Cool that it's getting taken care of, but also like, really, why? Why? Oh, dude, that sucks. That sucks. Well, you'll give her a go today, I'm sure. Hopefully, hopefully. Man, they really don't like my TIE Defender. Yeah, I hopped on to place defense, and I'm like, oh, there's no defense to place. Okay, well, day off from TW is a day off from TW. I saw that too. Um, Definitely not a bad thing. Executor Pursuit Pack. I mean, if only there were more Hound Tooth. For 1,000, that's not horrible. If you're close to finishing some of these ships, like that's not terrible. But oh, the game is finally kind of picking up on my farms a little bit here. Hoda and Iden. So yeah, tomorrow I believe we are. I think we get Duel of the Fates tomorrow, and I could be wrong. It could be. Yeah, it's tomorrow. They said they were doing it Thursdays, and tomorrow's only Wednesday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's only Wednesday. So, but we're getting it tomorrow, which is awesome because that's always a fun one to stream. And then Endor escalation, and then yeah, dude, like I said, still a little stunned that we did not get a kit reveal. But they'll give it to us when they want to give it to us. Oh, sweet. I haven't. I'm kind of in limbo. Waiting for Balin and new Ahsoka requirements. I'm stockpiling stuff, which is I'm sitting on more signal data right now than I've ever sat on ever in all my time of playing this game. Because at the rate they're giving us stuff, I've just been able to lately stockpile because we were go there for months, and then now we're kind of getting near the finish line and they're slowing the pace of things down. But yeah, I'm sitting on a mountain of stuff, at least for signal data. I did spend a little. I R9'd my R2 because putting him with Quadme and the boys in the Naboo raid, I was told makes it very, 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 very easy. Teddy, stop it, dude. Teddy! Is the mail lady out there? Was it the mail lady? Ah. I know he sounds scary, but what he's really saying is, let me come pet you, let me come give you kisses. Let me come give you kisses. That's what he's fucking saying. Teddy, the golden doodle. Oh, honey, I think she put a package at the front door. We just got motion alert. That's right. The streaming here is so secure. We have motion sensors and cameras. Or also you could just buy them from Amazon and install them. What the hell is that? Okay. A mystery package shows up, and my wife is being mysterious about the mystery package. So I guess I have a surprise coming my way as well. I'm not going to buy those. Well, yeah, I did say male lady, but what I meant was female postal worker, or whatever you want to call them, I guess. My mom was a mail lady, so I have no problem saying mail lady as an MAIL, mail, the United States Postal Service. Really? Okay, that's kind of interesting, Grax. That's kind of interesting. We'll have to check that out. Okay, let's just go and grab. Let's just go and grab this. I hate this shit. You go to Journey Guide and it takes you to the bigger Journey Guide, and then you have to go into your collection to get to your personal Journey Guide. I wish it was either one or the other and not like separated into both. Oh, the pillows that you got. That seems rather small. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. If nothing else, the cats will love them, right? We bought an arm pillow for the couch. Oh, she got two. She got two. She got two. Well, I am very, 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 very excited to get to the surprise. It's going to take a second for me to get it up and going, but I think it'll be worth it. And yes, I say those same things to the wifey every night. Actually, funny story about me and the wifey. Not funny, but coincidentally enough, this upcoming Friday is our 10-year wedding anniversary. So we are doing something we rarely ever do. We're going out at night. We're leaving the house when it's dark, and we're going to go do something. We haven't quite decided what yet. Typically, 10-year anniversary, people would make grand plans. Oh, we're going to Mexico, or we're going to Vegas, or we're going on some big blah, blah, blah. Well, we don't really have that option because of Sammy's situation. And frankly, I wouldn't want to spend any important day in my life without Sammy being present. Um, so yeah, I spent quite a bit of time on Marvel Strike Force last night, doing those two new events, the zombie and the vampire ones. Um, but like I thought the tokens would reset when the day reset, but maybe it's tonight at 5:30 because I went in to try to get more of that stuff because there's a crimson material in that milestone that I need for my last character to gear 19 for Mephisto, and it's proven to be. It's not popping up in the stores. It's $30. I could spend $30 and buy all of I needed, but I'm looking. I'm like, well, if I can get through this milestone, I can get all I need for free, more or less, and be done with it. So I'm hoping to be able to take care of that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were not great. I spent a little bit of I spent a little bit of materials getting Zombie and Juggernaut to where they could actually like do something because my Hela is okay. I tell you what though, that Scarlet Witch character looks fucking fun. Like the mission we got to use her in. Um, that mission was she looks like a really cool character. I know she's going to be a pain in the ass to get your hands on, but yeah, she was very impressed with how she felt. Ooh, one more day like that, and I'll have a 5-star TIE Defender. Yeah, what's up, Batman? Okay, what else do I need? What else do I need to do? What else do I need to do? Because, this might come as a, oh, that's nuts, but this might come as a shock to some people. Um, Pokemon became a thing so late into my life that I know next to nothing about it other than the basic concept of like what it is and everything like that. Like I know nothing about Pokemon. Absolutely nothing about it. But yeah, that's nuts. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. That is I mean, I'm surprised it got that far. Freak Leak? Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Okay. So, dailies are done. What do we have for events? Like, Defense of Dathomir was today, I think, right? Yeah. So, I can earn Talzin shards, I guess, technically. We'll throw this on auto real quick. Yeah, you do need it. You do need it, but you kind of got screwed over. You'll get it, though. You'll get it. You'll get it. Just get your tickets and get right back in there. Yeah, this arrow volley ability they give you does make this mission pretty easy. All right, come on, Witches of Dathomir. If this was the Acolyte Witches, this would be done already. Just saying. Clearly the better witches. Now that the postal lady is gone, the curtains have opened. We have light again, and you can see more of me. Oh, has what was revealed at New York Comic Con? Dropping now. Revealed at New York Comic Con. Retro GI Joes. Oh, they look cool. Oh, and some new Transformers. Nice. I see a Skywarp. I see a Galvatron. I see a nice, nice, nice. Some cool stuff. Okay. It is time for the surprise. 20,000 shards. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to. I have to do this if I want to keep this open. I got to go to windowed. Okay. So it'll be up on your screen here in just a minute. Da 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 da. Surprise! Marvel Strike Force. I did some research and discovered an app that allows me to treat my computer as a Apple TV. No, 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 no. I am literally casting this game to my PC, and it's pretty seamless. Like the reaction time is not bad. Um, but here we go. I can now play Marvel Strike Force on stream without having to deal with BlueStacks. Isn't life amazing? Isn't life amazing? Yeah, the weird thing is like I'm playing it on my iPad, so like I need to figure out like a better way to like mount my iPad so I can still kind of be looking at the camera and the chat and all that stuff. But yeah, this gives us a new thing to stream, which I'm very excited about. Oh, Rodrigo died. Well, let's just throw in. Ooh, you know what? Let's throw in Old Man Logan. There we go. Now these I'm going to do live. I'm not going to sim these. And until I get Oath, I'm kind of stuck. It does make it a lot easier. It does not make it insta win. And because of Dark Dimension, I'm also, like I could probably bump up everybody in other gear tier, but I'm just saving stuff until I get done with Black Cat getting her ready to roll. Hey, they finally. So my Infinity War Thor and a few other characters had been not showing up on screen for a while, and he's back now. They finally fixed that. But yeah, it's definitely Man Thing definitely is making things a lot better. Whoa, what the hell? There we go. Nova's gone. I feel a lot better. Agatha is hitting like a freaking truck too. I'm keeping an eye on the clock here too. Now we'll see how much Infinity War Thanos back there in the corner decides he wants to be a douche. Um, because yeah, he's the make or break. If he gets his rain fire off, you're gonna feel it. Old Quicksilver there didn't run off after didn't run and get Wanda. That's kind of odd. We're gonna need a bigger hit than that. Yeah, no, it's when he gets damaged to a certain point, he's supposed to run off, get Wanda, and get like bonus protection. But I've noticed, I'm gonna go ahead and retreat just because this one isn't going well. I've noticed there's a weird, there seems to be a weird effect with Infinity War Thanos, where if he does a certain if he causes the damage at a certain time, it sometimes seems to cancel out stuff like that. And I don't know if that's a bug or a feature. Um, yeah, but we want new followers. So if you turn it on to followers only mode, then that's going to discourage people from chatting and possibly following or maybe even subscribing. And then who's going to buy Sammy toys if I don't make subscription money or get that sweet, sweet ad revenue? The answer is my wife. I mean, the answer is my wife. That's always the answer. But so weird. Why isn't he running off and getting Wanda? So one thing I'm kind of annoyed at in this game is you're yeah, damn it, see we didn't kill him. But not before he got the rain fire off. But like the your abilities where they're at on cooldown carries over to the next battle. And I personally don't think it should be like that because I mean unless you get down to one guy and you're able to stall the fight out long enough for one of your abilities to roll back around, um, you're starting off with only your basic ability for a while, and then these guys get just an insane amount of turns, and it just takes forever to get caught back up. And we just lost Blade. I mean, we needed literally to get to this ability right here. All right, you guys behave yourselves over there. Teddy, get your mom. Get your mom, Teddy. Teddy, get your mom. Get your mom. All right. I'm retreating one more time. Mostly we just, I like Quicksilver, but part of me is like Ultimus could maybe possibly be a better choice. He's definitely higher on the power structure. And with all the buffs these guys have, his ultimate should definitely do some damage to whatever he decides to hit. All right. Before it forces me to the game a lot. If you wait too long in raids, it automatically it goes to full auto on you. But I also have my I have my DD attempt to do still. I was really hoping his blast would hit harder than it did. I mean, and they seem pretty pissed about Ultimus, so. Hey, that worked pretty well. Gore about took him out, and then we were able to finish him off with assists. Yeah, it's not going to upset me if we lose Ultimus, because then I can just sub in Quicksilver. But Blade staying alive is kind of my priority. Of course, leader has just been chilling under stealth the entire fight. All right. So, I mean, you got to admit, works a whole lot better than frickin' BlueStacks, right? I mean, how's it look on your guys' end? Does it look pretty good? Is it streaming well, presenting well, playing well? Are there two people here? Need to find a. There we go. We'll start here. Uh yeah, I mean I could definitely do something like cuz yeah, my neck is definitely hurting. What can I do here? What could I do here to get it right in front of me? I can move Ace of Spades off to here. I could pop the keyboard up and then do this. If this sits comfortably right here. Yeah, that sits pretty well right there. Yeah, it's now right here. Right here. Yeah. I have a little mini replica of the Ace of Spades that Bungie sold um, a while back, and it's got a little display stand, and like the cylinder rotates and stuff. Little features. But right after they killed Cade back in the day, they did a lot of stuff, and I know it's not the best hand cannon in the game by far, but it's one of my favorites. So I snagged it, or my wife actually snagged it for me for Father's Day or something, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I will if I ever get back to playing Destiny, I still use it just because I like it. I mean, I think I ended up when I was. Ooh, wow. Okay, so Peter B. Parker bit the frickin' dust here. Do I have healing? I don't want to spend power cores, but we'll do it. We'll do it. There was a part of me that wanted to get these because are these guys. Are they just waiting there, or are they trapped? I kind of wanted to get in there and see if they needed freeing. But if they have two people there, they can figure. Two people can figure out one node by themselves. We're gonna get way more progress with me clearing nodes. Yeah, but if I rarely set foot in PvP in Destiny when I was still playing, and then what do I have for dailies? Make 3 supply purchases still. I don't need any of this shit, so we'll just buy cheap stuff. And I already spent all my candy. Well, not all my candy. I'm still sitting on quite a pile of it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get into different habits because typically what I would do before I was able to really feel like I could stream this is I would wake up in the morning, um, hop onto here, do my dailies, and then go do like the Demon Lord bosses on Raid Shadow Legends, and then kind of touch base with Galaxy Heroes, and then go and do stuff around the house and real life shit for a couple hours, and then here in the early afternoon sit down and stream. But now I'm gonna have to change that routine up for when I do dailies, because it's good streaming stuff. And then of course with War, obviously I kind of want to stream War stuff on here, and when we get to Battle World, stream that stuff as well. But then of course we've got Dark Dimension. I'm currently on the struggle bus, and it's only a struggle bus because they make it a struggle bus. Like the deck is severely stacked against you. So here's where I'm at, going for Mephisto. So I'm through. These are the city nodes, and then, well, no, these were the open nodes right here that you can use whatever you want nodes, as long as they're Gear 19, and then non-legendary, non-mythic city, and now we're a non-legendary, non-mythic global. And then after that, we'll be into non-legendary, non-mythic cosmic, which I hope will go better. Yeah. And yeah, the Oath milestone, even though I'm at like a grand total of like 3 or 4 shards for the Oath milestone, I still, want to keep plugging away. So yeah, for this, I'm going to be able to use 3 Annihilators, Kang, and Void Knight. That's who I'm going to take in for the Cosmic nodes. I thought I was like, oh, I can use pretty much all the Annihilators, and then I realized that freaking Ultimus is a mythic. So I was like, well, shoot, okay. So that means I got to do something different. Yeah, dude, Orcus is awesome. Orcus is a lot of fun. I'm like 20 something shards from Omega Sentinel, so I'm close to the full team. But yeah, you can. I've been doing this node, I think this is day 3 or 4. And that was after 3 or 4 on this one. And then these were only like 2. These weren't that bad to get through. But, it's kind of comes with, and I can use Nimrod in here. Kind of comes with the territory not being able to have the full teams up and running, because I mean, nothing against a lot of teams pull from a lot of different backgrounds. Like if this was mutants, we would be talking Extreme X-Men and only Extreme X-Men, but it's hard to get a fully coordinated global team. All right, let's just get him gone. Come on, Hank. You got to do better than that. Yeah, Hive Knight just took, or Void Knight just took how many freaking moves? You know what? Let's get Ronin. I really want to focus on Morgan Le Fay because it's fucking Morgan Le Fay, but in these, when you can kill something and get it gone, kill it and get it gone. Now the really great part about Dark Dimension, and actually one of the better parts about this game in general, is you can, if you don't like the way a battle is unfolding, you can retreat and save your team and save your attempt and come back and try again, wait for better RNG or something along those lines, of course. And now they've got tanks in the picture, so I can't get to Morgan. So and he just went off and got Wanda that time. But Black Knight's obviously a huge benefit because of his freaking counterattacks and his bleeds. He's able to, we're able to wear some of these guys down a little bit. But yeah, Morgan Le Fay has got to go. because she drains turn meters. She just all sorts of nasty shit. And you would think a Gear 19 triple diamond Hank Pym would hit a little bit harder than he does, but you know, everything's. Oh, and of course, you're taunting Wong. How many charged characters? We got two extra charged characters. You know what? Let's just go ahead. Oh, congratulations, dude. Red Hulk is awesome. And I have a feeling he is going to be reworked here soon. I think they'll probably, when the Thunderbolts movie comes out, I think they'll probably make a Thunderbolts team. Um, so I think you might have gotten him at a good time. There we go. Freaking Nightcrawler. Um, you know what? Can we take Spider Slayer down? Close. All right. See what you can do, Black Knight. There we go. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, we got a decent chunk of them gone today, so you know, and a couple of them are set up. So tomorrow, you know, because I don't want to spend power. I could spend 250 power cores to. I can spend the power cores to heal these guys and do another run, but I'm a little low on power cores right now, so I'm kind of hesitant to do that. And you do get healing packs. Anybody else encountered this where the game just like lags after when a battle is ending, like it takes forever to process? Yeah, they don't give you that many healing packs for this game. So like you go to heal, I've got 26, and they cap you at 250, which basically you get the 250, you get a full team heal for the day. Now I could spend 100 to heal a couple of these guys, and then bring in these other three to try to get a little bit more done. Um, but I need to go over to Galaxy Heroes here soon for Fleet Arena. Yeah, it has not been stable lately. Ever since one of their latest updates, like I said, there was for a good 2 weeks, there was a couple of character models who just weren't appearing in the game. Like we couldn't see Infinity War Thor, we couldn't see the evil Doctor Strange, Heartless Doctor Strange. We couldn't see him. Um, but it looks like they got that resolved, and I don't know why they were invisible for so long, but they were. Um, okay, what did we just picked up a bunch of orbs, milestones, night raid, claim all. Ooh, look at that! Got an Orcus attempt, another special mission, Orcus attempt, and got yesterday's done. So now when it resets at 5. But yeah, the not milestone events. These things. I'm assuming that these are going to reset at 5:30, like because they started yesterday at 5:30 my time. So I'm assuming they're going to reset at 5:30, but I mean, there's a huge milestone tied into this, and I assumed it would reset at the day, but It did not. It did not. All right, so we snagged some orbs. Let's see what we can open. Because I'm told there's a thing called Streamer's Luck, and it has hit from time to time. Hey, look at that, 1.3 million. Sitting on 12 basics. Let's just get them gone. Oh, look at that, some Shuri shards. I'm getting close with her. I'm in the final. I'm in the final section. So about 260 more, and we'll be able to 7-star her. And a premium. Oh, yay, Kamala. Yeah, I needed Kamala Khan real bad. I never one time in my life used her or her team. Hey, 11 Omega Sentinel. Look at, I'm 11 away. We need one more drop like that, and I'll have the full Orcus team up and running. So not too bad, not too bad. But I'm very much looking forward to getting through. I mean, the Dark Dimensions are such just a long... Yeah, unless you're somebody... If you spend a lot of money and get all done up for it and everything like that, they can go smooth. But yeah, they are an absolute grind. Okay, let's... I pulled it up on my iPad just because it's a lot easier than switching. I wonder when these tie dagger buffs are going to hit that are allegedly going to make it easier to prevent good old punishing one from taking out Leviathan. And there's a part of me that wonders if that's maybe that's why they didn't do the Balin Skull kit reveal, if they're trying to wrap all that into one thing, because they have to load. If they do the kit reveal, they have to load him into the game. So maybe they're just trying to save themselves some time and do one big patch. Yeah, and that's the thing is I don't know that it will prevent it, but it's supposed to help. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. That's all. That's all. But yeah, people are pretty mad about all of it. And I mean, and they're not doing a damn thing to help the profundity counter out at all. Like, the profundity, I think, is now on the bottom of the fleet tiers. Yeah, but because Dagger is kind of meant to. Dagger is supposed to be the best ship against Punishing One. They were kind of vague, as they usually are, because they typically don't like to show their complete hand about much of anything. Um, they were very vague. If it, I'm not real sure, but they definitely rocked the whole boat. The whole boat. Fleets are a little bit of a mystery now. Like what's going to happen in GAC this week? What's going to happen in TW? Like it's there's a lot to take in and ingest, and we're coming up on 2 o'clock. So you know, we I thought we were going to get the Balin kit reveal yesterday at 2 because that's their typical formula. That's what they typically do. But if they're holding off on that because they need to load it into the game and they want to load these tie dagger things in simultaneously, maybe it'll be here in just a few minutes, and then we'll be able to take a look at the kit reveal and see the character model in game and all that other stuff. Or maybe it's going to take another day or two. I'm not real sure. But I mean, I would have put money on the Balin event launching this week. But as it turns out, I don't think it's going to. Maybe they'll launch it early next week. I don't know, but they're definitely odd for them to do the puzzle and then not have the kit reveal on the following Monday. That is very much out of the norm for CG. And of course, they did do the Punishing One kit reveal last Monday. Or last Tuesday, because last Monday was a holiday here in the States. So maybe it's the same sort of situation that maybe they're moving it to Tuesdays. I don't know. But if they're gonna push an update through, they better not be doing it when TW is kicking off. It better be in between events. Which means they could do the kit reveal today, do the update tomorrow, as they would typically do, and then whatever's going to go live is going to go live. This is weird playing this on my iPad and also seeing it on my PC monitor right behind, but oh no, did I fuck up? I fucked up. No, I didn't. Oh, I got it. Don't worry. That was all planned. I knew what I was doing. No problems. Nobody was worried here. But yeah, nice seamless switch, and I can do other games on here. Obviously, any game I can load onto my iPad, I can now beam it straight to my computer, and and get some stuff done that way. Like if I want to do Raid Shadow Legends now, I can use the big account. Every day like clockwork, man. Every day like clockwork. My brother. I start streaming and he starts texting, and he's like, "Why haven't I heard back from you?" And it's the same answer every day, bro. I'm fucking streaming. What was I? Is it this one? No, it is this one. This is the milestone that has my attention right now because I need these down at milestone 15. I need these classified Crimson Secret Intel things for Black Cat. So, but the scoring on this one is rather like I don't have any of these guys at the yellow stars yet to get their points. So unless I get a miracle drop from a orb, I need to worry about the Zombie Hunter orb fragments from those two challenges, which you can do at 6 a day. I think you can earn about 1,000. At the top tier, I think you can get 3,000 from each of the top tiers of the event, which I don't even know if I have characters that can do the top tier on all the events. Plus, it took for fucking days to get it done. And Dead of Night energy and 1 power core. Now I've got 6 days, 3 hours left to get 30 or it's 98. So what is it? 66,500 points. The bottom line is I need those. And I can either hold up my Dark Dimension if I don't get them out of this milestone, or just pay the cash. And I'll probably end up paying the cash if that's what it comes down to, because I don't want to hold up Dark Dimension. It already takes long enough. It already takes a very long time. All right, so TW has officially kicked off. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, since we're kind of done with Marvel Strike Force stuff for now, I'm going to go ahead and get my main account up here on the main monitor. We'll do my first couple of TW attempts, and we'll see if they drop anything kit reveal wise, and then we can take a look at that and go from there. Yeah, I just got to do this switch real fast, so we're gonna do that, and then that. Transition over. And now it's being weird because of the... Now, why isn't it? Why isn't it detecting? Okay, this is not something I encountered last night when I was testing this out. Last night it picked up every change perfectly, and now it seems like it's not wanting to pick up the new game capture. We'll see if this fixes it. But when I found that, little technical issues aside with transitioning to new screens and new games and what have you, was very excited to be able to bring Strike Force to a place where I felt like I could stream it. Until they get a PC client. If they get a PC client, then obviously we'll be using that. But BlueStacks was just a non-starter for me. Its quality was absolutely terrible. Okay, so we've gone to a black screen, but why don't we have... There it is. Okay. It must just be something in the capture program. Just that had to adjust and get caught up. There we go. All right. Oh, OC, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Let's see what we're looking at on these front walls. Yaba. And JMK. Well, that is not what I would have predicted that we would run into. I did not see that coming. All right, well, while we're waiting for... and honest to God, unfortunately, sometimes my guild takes a very long time to come up to, with a consensus of a plan. So we might end up having to kill a whole lot of time. But in the meantime, we can knock out these Tears of the Punishing One event. Yeah. Grand Arena signups close here in just under 3 hours. Yeah, and yeah, I'm all set and dialed in. All set and dialed in. Just waiting for the lock in and the opponent, and then we'll see if I need to adjust defense based on what they have. But that happens off screen. I don't show defense placements on channel, just on the off chance. Just on the off chance that they are looking. Now I have my brother fucking satiated. A movie trailer came out for a movie called Love Hurts. And he's excited because Marshawn Lynch is in it. Don't know how big of a role, but that, of course, gets me excited, too, as a Seattle guy. He's an absolute legend. But acting chops, he's decent. Which one is easier? Well, from the standpoint of pure what it takes to get them, Executor is the easiest one to get. And now with the addition of the Punishing One, which I hope you're doing the event to get as many stars as you can, it's made it even more solid. So if you're going to go for a ship, make sure you have Punishing One and go for Executor. Because I don't think it's going to be. It was solidly number 3 until last week when Punishing One came out, and now it's. I mean, you could say it's number 1 again. But relic-wise, like the highest relics you need for Executor are R8. If you go for Profundity, it's R9. So that's just a one more hurdle that you'd have to overcome. But yeah, out of all the super ships, Executor is definitely the easiest. The others have a lot of crossover with other characters and GLs and other things, but if you're looking at pure time and materials invested, Executor is 100% the cheapest and quickest and easiest to get out of the 3. Now, a lot of people are fully anticipating the reason that CG isn't doing anything to solve Executor being dominant over Profundity right now is because we're about to start the last phase of the current conquest. So we're about to start month 3. Yeah, and exactly. Malgus is a conquest character. So that's how long would that take you to get? A while. there are people who seem to think, and I'm kind of one foot in this camp, one foot out, that the reason they're not worried about the profundity counter is because the next conquest unit after Ezra is going to be a light side lifter for profundity. That seems to be the common or the most prevalent theory, and I, can't say that they're wrong because there's no mention of, Executor getting dominance over profundity after never having dominance over profundity in the first place. That's not entering into any of their conversations. And so I think using that logic, I think it stands to reason that it might be, maybe the long rumored and long awaited Red 5, maybe Luthien's ship as the next conquest unit. I mean, there's a lot of things they could do to bring profundity back into line, and one simple ship, you can see how it changes a fleet. That's my guess, and that seems to be a lot of other people's guess, and it would make sense. We used to conquest when it first started out was we'd get a ship, 3 characters, ship, characters, ship. It was a rotation, and then they broke that pattern. We haven't had a conquest ship for since the Scythe? Was the Scythe the last conquest ship? Because I know we got Razor Crest, we got TIE Interceptor, and then we got Scythe, right? That was the rotation. And then this year we didn't get one at all. It'll be farmable in roughly a month from Thursday. So Thanksgiving-ish, it should be on a fleet node, but you definitely want to get as much progress as you can while the event is there, because as you know, fleet drops, ship drops are one shard. So every single shard you get from here while you're able to is just one less shard you have to worry about farming off of the node. So, but yeah, it should be farmable roughly around Thanksgiving, which is also coincidentally the anniversary of the game is right around that time as well. So there could even be like a special pack for it, or any number of other things. Oh yeah, Razor Crest. Yeah, I forgot Razor Crest is also Conquest, but yeah, it is available through other means as well. So, are you able to do the? Oh yeah. And Malgus' ship, the Fury, or is that it? Is it the Fury class interceptor? I'm old. I can't remember everything. Ugh, I'm an old man. So it's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Skies are fairly clear. It's pretty warm for October, nice and sunny. Our windows are open here in the house, but the Pennsylvania Turnpike is about 500 feet away from and that's like the major east-west freeway other than Interstate 90. And so tons of traffic, and I just heard like the loudest like air brakes of a semi go screeching by. I don't know if you guys picked it up. And it's pitch black put for you. Like you can't see anything on the screen. Maybe try refreshing your Twitch if that's the issue, because I've got it pulled up on my phone and I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it live on my phone. It's working just fine. Oh. It's pitch black. Gotcha. Okay. So we're not dealing with some technical issue. We're just dealing with you, with it being dark where you live. Oh, did we get instructions? No, we did not. Still waiting on the instructions. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's 2 in the afternoon here. It's still and I live in, not the south, but I live far enough south that, in the wintertime where we still keep a reasonable amount of daylight. Where I'm from, like it's night until like 7:30 in the morning in the dead of winter. Like it's crazy. And after I hadn't lived there for such a long time and I went home in the actual wintertime, like I just forgotten that the sun comes up so much later there in the winter. And it was kind of a harsh reminder. I'm hoarding energy for Galactic Legend Ahsoka. Whenever her event comes, I want to have as much energy ready to go as possible. So hopefully I can get a day one unlock or as close to like a full day one unlock as I can, without having to spend a whole bunch of crystals. So that's why. That's why. And like, if you think I'm sitting on a lot of energy, go look at a stream from Arnold T101 on YouTube sometime. He's sitting at something like 23,000, I think. He's sitting at an insanely high amount. But that's what he does. He sits on that much energy all the time until he spends it in a Galactic Legend event, and then he builds it back up. But like, he's been sitting on that much energy for months and months and months now. Yeah, but he's crazy in a good way. We like the Emperor here. He hasn't raided us or graced us with his presence yet, but maybe one day. But we like the Emperor here. He's he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. He's excellent at this game, and he's a good ambassador for this game, especially one that doesn't work for CG. He's a fantastic face for this game. But yeah, from what I've heard, he's a decent person in real life too. Like he's helped out Galaxy of Heroes players with medical emergencies by doing fundraisers and whatnot. I don't think he streams on Twitch, but I've seen him raid Twitch channels before at the end of his streams. So he might be tied into Twitch, but isn't streaming. And why he doesn't tap both markets, I'm not sure. But other than I think his revenue on YouTube is higher. Yeah, Sungjita is a lot of fun too. I like most of the streamers that I've interacted with, and we're part of a small circle of smaller streamers. Actually, we're part of a pretty big circle of smaller streamers. Who all kind of support and cheer each other on, and will raid each other's channels and things of that nature. All right, still waiting on my guild. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, we did not get a. I keep looking over and seeing Discord notifications, but I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Discord channels. So, there's always a notification of some kind. It's very rare I don't see that little one next to my Discord emblem. And has anybody looked to see if they've pumped a kit reveal out? I'm tied into things that are supposed to notify me, but they don't always notify me instantaneously. Probably depends on whenever they update the polls. Yeah, I mean the other thing is I rarely am streaming when Arnold is streaming, and then I typically will be done before he's done. So like any opportunity for him to see me, either before or after, is very narrow window, very narrow window. And part of it is, the fact of the matter is I enjoy watching him, so it's so I like to catch his streams when I can. And I mean, you're good if he's online and he's doing a live stream and he's doing a JC, you're going to be in that shadow. So, what are the odds of being seen? I mean, he might. He's a good guy. He's a very good guy, and I know he likes supporting smaller people. I'm not. It's just, how do you when you're a streamer and the biggest streamer in your and the biggest streamer in the same category that you stream is going. It's like, okay, do you stream at the same time, hoping to kind of get caught up in his current, or do you just maybe stream on your own and hope to snag people? Okay, so this is interesting. How many of you out there saw? We'll just find some stuff to chit chat for the time. How many of you saw Deadpool and Wolverine? I'm assuming most everybody on planet Earth has seen it at least once at this point, right? Well, if you remember in Deadpool versus Wolverine, I mean, how much of the talk do you take seriously during that? Looking at a script and all that, how much do you take seriously? Well, there was a line that some people might say, yeah, niche, exactly. Good pull there, Drax. Good word right there. There's a line that some people, thought was a joke or might have been a throwaway line, or however you want to put it. Where, spoiler alert, where they're kind of where our loose group of heroes is going off into a confrontation, and Wesley Snipes' Blade is in the movie, and he has a rocket launcher at the top of their shitty little car, and he's going to blow something up, and he makes a comment that there's only been one Blade and there's only ever going to be one Blade. And like Ryan Reynolds does like a deadpan look at the camera. And everybody laughed and everybody thought that was funny. And also kind of like, hey, Marvel, figure out the fucking Blade movie. It's been announced for like 10 years now. So Marvel just released an updated film schedule. And Blade has had a spot on that film schedule since they announced it, and Blade has been removed from the schedule. So did Ryan Reynolds have some inside info, or was he just being a troll that happened to be right? I don't know, but Blade apparently is now on permanent hold or not being made at all. At least in the current form that they were imagining with, I'm going to butcher his name, but Meshahara Ali. If I mispronounce his name, I'm sorry. He's a wonderful actor. I've loved him in everything I've ever seen him in, and I was very excited to see him in Blade. But yeah, Blade is now off the production schedule, so maybe Ryan Reynolds is joining, or Deadpool's joining the Simpsons and being able to predict the future. But they're only ever going to be one Blade. Maybe they'll do something with Wesley Snipes. Maybe they'll let him make a comeback. I thought he did great. I thought he was great in that movie. He was funny, I mean, he looked like he could keep up with the action. He's in good shape. He's lost weight. I think he needs to put a little, maybe put a little muscle back on. But Maybe they'll do something with him. Dexter, like the original Dexter, where he's the medical examiner that's also a serial killer, but he only kills bad people. I've never watched the show. My wife fucking loves it. But yeah, it's my wife says it's an exceptional piece of television. I've just never watched it. Just never have. Okay. So, still waiting on my guild. This part sucks. I don't mind sitting around chatting. I love talking to you guys, but I also like to be able to show you something. But, you know, the Marvel Strike Force stuff went a little bit quicker. I'm just doing a quick Google search real quick. If they were going to do a kit reveal today, it has not hit the internet yet as far as I can see. Personal record on the bench press, huh? I don't lift weights like that anymore. I used to when I was young, but now I just do a lot of like kettlebell, dumbbell stuff, just to keep in a little bit of shape. Oh, nice! Congratulations. You know, here's the thing. There's some people who are gonna look at what you just wrote and be like, "That's all." But here's the thing. That number is relative to the body that's pushing it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can look at like Thor, you know, Half-Bore Bjornsson, the bodybuilder, and what he pushes. And like, it's an impressive number, but he's also a literal walking mountain giant of a human being and is going to push way more weight. Um, you know, that number is, yeah, I mean, my fat ass, I just get a workout just getting in and up and down from chairs and couches and stuff, you know. 'Cause I haven't stepped on a scale in a little while, but was eking kind of close to 300 pounds the last time I did. I'm a large person. I'm 6'3", almost six. You know, depending. You know, I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3". I'm very thick. Like I'm a large guy. I mean, I don't want to be 300 pounds. That's not like a benchmark I'm fucking shooting for. But the only diet that has ever worked for me at this point has been keto. And keto is very, very hard to maintain for long periods of time. But yeah, dude, you're 15. When I was 15, that was about the time I started weightlifting in school. Pretty heavily. And like I have naturally strong legs. Like I was squatting a lot, but like bench, it took me till I was probably like 15 or 16. Like my workout weights went from like, and I'm not gonna do the math to get it into kilograms for you. You'll have to do that yourself. But like I started out like at like 135 doing reps at 135 and then went up and up and up. But it took me like a year and a half before I even got close to like everybody was like bench your body weight and 200 blah, blah, blah. It took me like a year and a half before I got a max at my body weight, which would go up and down in high school depending on if it was American football season or wrestling season. Because when I wrestled, the second wrestling practice hit, all my football weight that I tried to put on and maintain started falling off because you burn so many calories wrestling. So like I was, what did I wrestle? And we had weird weight classes back when I was in high school. Washington State had their own, whereas most of the other states in the country followed their own, had the kind of like the nationally recognized weight classes. So like we had our own at like at the eights. So it was like 158, 168, 78. And then 78 jumped to 90, and then 90 jumped to 215, and then above 215 was heavyweight. So I was like 168 my freshman year, and then 178 sophomore, junior, and then 190 my senior year. Well, yeah, dude, weightlifting's a huge calorie burn, and especially, and it also, it matters what kind of, I'm not like a fitness expert, but I've done enough. It matters what kind of calories you're putting into your body as well. Um, but yeah, dude, weightlifting will do it, especially when you're young. It doesn't take much to get your young metabolism to fire up and get you to like your natural body weight. The trick is keeping your metabolism going, which is harder and harder as you get older, and is affected very much by diet and vitamins and stuff like this. And if you're lifting weights to just get into general shape, like you're not trying to become a bodybuilder or get super jacked, you're not going to be loading in the extra calories to help with the muscle growth. You're probably just eating normally, lifting weights, and that's exactly if what you're trying to do is just get into some shape and lose some weight. That's freaking perfect. If you're trying to put on muscle, you need to eat more calories. Oh, so you're 1.83 meters. I mean, you're almost as tall as I am. Actually, hold on. Hold on. I got to do that in my head. Now, luckily, I used to work in science and pharmaceuticals, and they use the metric system, so I'm not unfamiliar with it. It's just converting that stuff. Yeah, you're almost my size, and you're 15, dude. You've got another couple of growth spurts coming still. I didn't get my last bit of growth until I was 23. I put on another inch and a half and 20 something odd pounds when I was 23. Yeah, dude. Just get around your 2,000 calories. You could legitimately, if you're lifting and burning that much, you could legitimately do a little bit more and get away with it. Um, a lot of the weight when you're turning fat into muscle is a lot of the weight is going to go away anyways. Just drink lots of water, tons of water. If you want to put on some muscle, some extra muscle, get like a protein supplement or whatever. Um, I don't know if you guys have it in the UK or not, but there's a great supplement here in the US for recovery and muscle growth. It's called Tribulus. If you can get that, it's a little expensive. It's in pill form. I think you have to take, I think it says 6 a day on the bottle, if I'm remembering right. You have to take quite a few of them, but you can get some really good results. And then also, there's things like creatine to take into account, but um, that's another hard thing is finding. Not every supplement is a cookie cutter that's going to work for everybody. Like you sometimes on occasion are gonna have to. You're gonna have to. Did I get instructions finally? We did. We did. Okay. All right. We are ready to get a couple of attempts in here. Although before we go too crazy, we'll keep chatting for a second. But tall people and cheese are tall people and cheese are good things. Tall people and cheese are good things. Let's see how they're doing. What we got going on here. We're getting some holds. Stripping some banners. That's good to see. Oh, thank you. I have some of my genetic ancestry is from the Netherlands. So, like genetically, I'm like 60% Scots Irish and like 20% British Welsh, and then like 10% Scandinavian countries, and then like a mixture of a bunch of other random shit. lots and knives. Lots of knives. Lots of knives. Okay. Oh, they got a great mother up there. All attacker cron Jabas. Oh, of course he dodged that shit. Was I blinded? Oh, yeah, they're blinding the fuck out of him. Bastard. Let's get that blind off. His account might be too small for Proving Grounds. There it is. Ooh, we are stripping some banners today. Gotta love it. Love to see it. 4 attempts on that mad lad. 4 attempts. Very good. Very good. All right. So down here, we have that very interesting Plocron wall. What are we looking at here? Who do I want to use? I probably want a tank cron of some kind. Yeah, there we go. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Okay, what's this R6 that you're talking about? You're not talking about Rainbow Six, are you? Because that's the only R6 that I can think of in my head. Because if it's, if it's Rainbow Six, Rainbow Six Siege or whatever. I don't know. I'm not up on it, but I do love Tom Clancy's games. Some of my favorites of all time, like Splinter Cell. Let me just not even get going into Splinter Cell and how they're making. Netflix is making a Splinter Cell animated movie, which is, I mean, fucking fantastic, right? And Michael Ironside still alive, by the way, and they're replacing him with Liev Schreiber. He can talk. Michael Ironside can still talk. He can still do the Sam Fisher voice. Because, by the way, it's his fucking voice. So let the old guy fucking have the role. Because when they tried to replace him in the video games, guess what? They didn't make another video game after that. Hello there, Pablito. Pablito 441. Hello, welcome to the channel, General. I can't do a Grievous voice. How do you need a sound effect for that, I guess, but General Kenobi. Yes. Oh, thank you for the follow, my friend. 2 new follows today. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but to a little channel, it's everything. So I appreciate both you guys. Oh my God. Does that explain? Okay. Holy shit. I hope I could find this video again. Does that explain why yesterday when I was cruising around Facebook while eating dinner, I saw a video that I think it was from TikTok brought over into YouTube or into Facebook, where it said if Ubisoft had made Arkham City and it had Batman in a wheelchair beating people up, is that where that fucking comes from? Is there's literally Batman flipping around in a wheelchair beating people up? Like, go if you haven't seen that video, go fucking find it. It's hysterical. And as a giant fucking fan of the Batman games, those Arkham games, I loved it. I loved it to death, even without understanding the context. I need to spend some of this shit. By the fucking way. There we go. I mean, that's hilarious. You see, I am a very very torn individual when it comes to things of this nature because yes, I obviously, as the father of a son who is handicapped, have very strong opinions about what handicapped people can and should do, and what they should be included in and what they shouldn't be included in. Now, that caveat aside, I do want to just say this. Rainbow Six has always been kind of one of those games that, while obviously still being a game, and obviously nothing is going to realistically replicate the actual act of being in combat or a gunfight, they always tried to get, close without being like dead on. And you would not see a wheelchair person breaching and clearing rooms. You know what I'm saying? So like, it seems that they're trying to score some points, or they just like, hey, look, or they want just to be able to say, hey, look, we put a handy capable person in our game. We are woke or whatever. I mean, the wheelchair guy is going to die very fast in a gunfight. He's a large target. He's mostly a static target. He cannot move, shoot, and communicate, which are the fundamentals to winning a gunfight. You need to be able to move, shoot, and communicate. When those three aren't happening, you're dying. But anyways. Oh, so they made okay. So he's like a drone, like a fancy ass drone operator or whatever. Cool, whatever. Still, got it. So it's not even like actual inclusion. It's just it's. I wish they wouldn't do shit like this. I wish they wouldn't do shit like this, especially when you could point at there's thousands of examples of people who are handicapped in wheelchair in pop culture and in reality who do amazing shit. Like, you don't need to make such a ridiculous exactly, and you're putting them. We've got them in the game, but they're in a safe spot and you can't do anything. They're in a bubble. It's. I would be insulted if I was like, I'm like, they added a character in a wheelchair. Wait, he's like a cheerleader on the sidelines and not actually in any danger, and kind of part of the team, but not like that would piss me off. I legitimately would be pissed off about that. But there's also the side of the coin that I need to look at and recognize in my life is that as a straight white American male, I have a shit ton of representation. So probably definitely not my place to say what a handicapped person or a person in a wheelchair should be feeling, and I'm not trying to imply that. I'm just saying if I think that if I was in a wheelchair and I saw that representation of a person in a wheelchair in a video game, I would be angry and not happy. But I could be off base, you know. And if you know somebody who's handicapped and has an opinion about it, please feel free to share me. I'm putting myself into their shoes, no pun intended. Um, you know, that I feel like I would be offended by that. But like, oh, there's this kind of representation, but not really. I don't know. And also, in the end of the day, it's a video game. So, you know, how serious do you want to take it? You're not wrong, but there's a lot of people who do take it very, very seriously. Like, you look at the backlash to The Acolyte, whether you liked the show or thought it was just okay or hated it, if you were in a camp that was even remotely critical of it, because that show represented, you know, gay people and people of color and you know, in all sorts of different facets. If you were in the camp where you didn't like it and you dared to voice that, you were labeled a bigot, a misogynist, you know, racist. That was the counterattack to any criticisms, valid or not. You know, whether the criticisms were valid or not, and in a lot of cases they were. You weren't supposed to attack the game or the movie. You were not allowed to attack that show at all. And if you did, it was because you're obviously an evil human being. Anybody else noticing this? Where it used to be you could click anywhere on here to do the buying, and now you have to get up here. This is on the PC client. But yeah, it used to be you could just click anywhere, and now you have to be at this very specific arrow in the corner. Maybe they were having people who were complaining about the clicking causing them to accidentally buy stuff, so they put in like a little safety bubble. But yeah, see, this is nothing, 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 and then up here, boom, it goes green. See, nothing, 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 lit up, nothing, lit, nothing, lit, nothing, lit. Lit. I'm going to say lit a bunch. Yeah, I don't know. But for me, that's what it's doing. Like here, it lights up. I can click on it. But to buy it, I have to be right here. Which is why if you watched me a few minutes ago, I was literally clicking like everywhere, trying to be like, what the fuck is going on? And then I caught on to this coming over here and going green. I don't know if I have a safety. Like, did they add a safety thing that I accidentally turned on? There is no graphic settings. That's all. That's the only thing I have. Why is VSync off? Weird. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'll see if that fixes it. But definitely unusual. But yeah, I'll exit and I'll close out of the EA app completely, and maybe I'll run a repair. Maybe I'll fire it up and run a repair real quick and see what happens at that point. Manage, repair, repairing, wrapping up. So it couldn't have been that much to do. Play. So I'm having a little bit of a criticism of the game here, and maybe it's because maybe when I go to, because like I play windowed full screen, as you know most people probably do, but you have the option to kick it onto windowed, and sometimes I do that if I don't want to like back completely out of everything and I want to be able to come over and access it quickly. I'll come into here and I'll change it to windowed, and then I'll maximize it. So now maybe I need to change this to something better or to something different while it's windowed. We'll try this actually. No, let's revert that. Here, actually, yeah, we'll do this, but then like we'll maximize, and that's as big as it gets. But then like this will sometimes, like the stuff down here will sometimes be covered. It's very weird. Like they need to figure out their windowed full screen shit a little bit better. where it's like you can't always click on. Yeah, here, right here, perfect example because of this bar. And so like, and did it automatically forced me to 1920 by 1280, even though. Oh, so if you maximize it, it changes it. Ugh. So yeah, they need to figure out their windowed mode a little bit better. Yeah, I also play on an iPad. It's just during when I'm doing things like territory where I like to play on the best thing available, and that is the PC client. Okay, let's see if resetting and repairing fix the little crazy wacky shit I was having with buying things. Oh, yep, that did it. It's working. That okay. Who the hell knows what the hell caused that? But that's a weird bug to where it disabled most of the button except for up here in the corner. Crazy. Okay. We've been going for 2 hours. I was really, really hoping we'd have a Balin kit reveal or we'd have some sort of announcement of some kind, but nobody, there's nothing coming up. Nothing coming up. So I'm guessing there's nothing going to be announced unless they're going to do it here in about 2 hours, because they will do that on occasion. But hey, the little kid is getting home here soon. So I got to get ready for that. And then I'm going to chill and hang out with him for a couple hours. I might come back at 5 for the daily reset of Marvel Strike Force and just do all that stuff. So keep an eye out on the notifications. If you want to toss the Discord link up, Graxy, or Batman, if you're still floating around, one of my mods. Those are my 2 mods. Actually, we have more mods than that, but one of them has gone MIA. So this is our Discord. Feel free to join it. You will get notifications when we go live. There's lots of rooms. Great place to hang out and chat about whatever you want. Multiple different games. Yeah, we do have 4. One of them I haven't seen in forever, so I probably need to go through and unmod him. And then I think Hap is another mod, and I haven't seen him in over a week, so I hope he's okay. So Hap, if you're lurking for whatever reason or you're out there, Graxy and I are worried about you, buddy. We need just check in with us. Just check in with us if you could, even if it's just for a minute. And Graxy's DM'd him and everything. Okay, I'm really kind of worried. I hope he's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna see about coming back at 5 o'clock. It's just gonna depend on what else is going on. If Sammy is fired up or if it's loud and just I have to, it's gonna depend on real life stuff. But if I can, maybe at the very least I'll just launch it, not be on camera, and beam the screen to you guys, and you can just watch. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I need to play around with when I want to do that sort of thing because Strike Force its day resets at 5 p.m. my time. 10 in the UK, and then whatever part of the world you're in is what time that is. But yeah, usually there's a couple of interesting things. Like we have our arena countdown is happening at that time, and all that other good stuff. So, and Cosmic Crucible. Like I haven't played my first 2 rounds. Like my first guy had Mephisto on defense, and I'm like, well, no matter what I do, I'm not winning. Well, no matter what, I'm not winning this. So why even bother? And then I looked, and then the second one had enough annoying fights. So it's just like, I already fucking gave up on the first. Let me just give up on this one. And then we'll see what my third opponent looks like, if I decide to play it or not. But I don't mind taking a week off from Cosmic Crucible because you'll come in last if you take the week off. You'll come in last, but you'll still get a shit ton of rewards. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and then we'll see if I can make it back on for Marvel Strike Force Daily Reset here in 2 hours. We will, and then maybe we'll get lucky in the Balin Skull or whatever kit reveal or whatever shit they may or may not have coming. We'll hit the game by then, or hit the forums by then, and we'll have some extra stuff to talk about. The other option is I don't stream until after Sammy is home, and then I can stream like I could start streaming now until that reset. Yeah, no, don't be a stranger, OC and Pablito. It's wonderful to have you guys here. I really appreciate the follows. Just don't be strangers, please. I'm here pretty much every day, and if I'm not, if you join that Discord, you'll see the notifications of when I'm not going to stream. But yeah, maybe I need to adjust my streaming time to be able to fold Marvel Strike Force in a little bit better. So maybe that's the route I need to take. This is all very new. It's all very new with this the ability to even be able to stream it on something that isn't BlueStacks. So yeah, please do join. It's the more the merrier. We want people, and spread the word. If you like the channel and you like the people that hang out here, I think they're pretty good folks we have hanging out here in the chat. Been insanely supportive of me. I could not ask for more. But if you like what you see and you like the channel, obviously, tell folks about it. Hey, there's this cool little Twitch channel, or this Twitch channel with this really old American. But it's a decent enough time. Spread the word. Spread the word. We'd appreciate it over here. My wife, my son, and I. And then so we'll see. We'll see if I can slip back on at 5 for that hour, till the arena clicks off, and I can do my Cosmic Crucible maybe, and we'll see if that zombie and vampire, those 2 events reset. I assume they're going to, but what kind of trouble assuming can get you into. But we will. I do need to get a haircut, motherfucker. Like, look at this shit. You don't want this shit getting out of control. You don't want that shit getting out of control, driving all the young girls crazy. I do. Once I swear to God, though, once I buy that fancy ass fucking razor to just keep it bald, it's gonna be bald all the time. But then, I don't want to be accused of copying Scribe's look, but the fully bald look is a look I've been rocking since probably before he was born. So it's my look. We'll just agree, gentlemanly wise, to share it. But yeah, mostly the only reason I'm not bald now is a giant pain in the ass to maintain. Giant pain in the ass to maintain the bald thing, unless you have a really good set of clippers. And the company I went with to start doing it, the blades wear out after. They say the blades are supposed to be good for 6 weeks. For me, they last maybe 2 or 3 uses, and then they get dull. So and all the head shavers are that same sort of style, except for this one that I'm looking at. So I'm hoping. Whenever I it's whenever I remember to actually buy it, it actually works. And then you'll see my bald head all the fucking time, like fully bald head, not this 3/4, 25%, 1/3%. 1/3's not a percent. Well, it is, but anyway, 1/3 baldness. I don't fucking know. You got me spiraling now. I'm all fucking self-conscious about my lack of hairs. And then my wife walks out with her fucking ponytail down to below her shoulder blades. What's the there's got to be a politically correct term for people who are bald, like the hair disadvantaged or whatever, or the follically disadvantaged, follically challenged or whatever. And then my ableist wife comes out with her full, healthy, shiny head of hair. You know when the last time I had to use a comb was? Bush was president, and not the second one. Actually, it was the second one, but when you think about how long ago that was, it'll blow your fucking mind. All right, guys, I'm going to try to come back here in 2 hours. Oh, no, is he here already?
No, I thought I heard everything's fine.
I think you might have heard me.
Damn.
My wife and my dog just went into this full panic because they thought the kid was home already. Now, her hair's a different thing than mine. Plus, she's going gray. And I'm going bald, but at least I'm keeping my color. Yeah, we'll see you next time, buddy. I hope we do. All right, 2 hours. We'll see if we can slip back on in 2 hours. All right, guys. Until then, take it easy. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.